Good afternoon or evening, everybody, or maybe if you're catching this Thursday morning, good morning to you as well. I am Jason Rouslin, your host for this short form video, Rouslin's opening round 3-ball, or Rouslin's 3-ball, as I go over some high-level information for this week's tournament, which is the WGC-Mexico, our first no-cut of the event of the year. Give you a couple of players that are competing in it. Last week, this video highlighted the winner, Adam Scott, so we'll see if we can make it 2 in a row. And then I'll give over some first-round cuts. Not first-round cuts, but we don't have any cuts this week. It's a no-cut event. Some first-round bets and showdown plays. 5K to first for showdown for DraftKings this week. So let's jump and dive right in here. Learn about the WGC Mexico. That's where we're playing this week. It is in Mexico City. It's a par 72 that measures about 7,400 yards, but it's played at 8,000 feet above sea level, maybe even higher than that. So it's going to play more like 6,500 yards when you adjust for the altitude. 72 from the best around the world are here. A bunch of the top 10 is here. A couple of guys not playing, like Patrick Cantlay, who is having surgery on his deviated septum. Tiger Woods decided to skip it. Brooks Koepka was doing some great press conferencing, so that's why he's not here. Calling out Patrick Reed. If you haven't heard it, it's great. Take a peek at it. Okay, this is the 4th showing of the tournament, and this year DraftKings is giving us $200,000 to first place. Big prize. FanDuel is $25K to first, while SuperDraft, the new player in the ballgame, who I've really liked their setup and how they do it, $2K to first. All right, let's learn about a couple of players. Xander Schauffele, $9,400 on DraftKings this week. FanDuel is 11-1. Recent form has gotten better. 23rd at the Genesis, 16th at the Waste Management, miscut at the Farmers, so he's bounced back nicely from that. Strokes gained last year, good on his approaches, 26th, and good on his putter as well, 46th. You can see why he had a good year last year with a win mixed in there and a couple of other big-time finishes with stats like that. Next guy, Sungjae Im. Guy actually missed a cut, believe it or not. He's 9,700 on FanDuel, 7,900 on DraftKings this week. One of his first times he's been below 8K, maybe all year. He did, as I mentioned, miss the cut at the Genesis and be 34th at the Waste Management, having a bad Sunday. So hasn't been able to put 4 rounds together. Hindered a little bit by his approaches, where he ranked 94th last year. But he is a good putter, so that's why he stays around, ranked 39th on the season. The last guy we're going to learn about is Zach Murray, a young 22-year-old from Australia. He is here on one of those exemptions. He was leading the money list for, I believe it was the Australia-Asia Tour. His min price on FanDuel and DraftKings, his recent form is very good, though. Tied 15th at the Vic Open a couple of weeks ago and tied for 21st at Abu Dhabi. So Zach Murray definitely in focus this week. He's min price on both sites. And we're going to see him again in just a second as one of my showdown focus plays. Coming in good form, very cheap, nice one. You want to try and ride that hot streak out for at least one round. All right, so the bets in round 1 showdown focus. Golf sweats are just the best, so why not start the fun right away? So bets head-to-head. Believe it or not, there are no plus matchups this week, at least where I was looking on Bovada, the ones that they offered. It's the first time I had ever seen that, and I really like to bet my head-to-heads with plus. Unless I see something that is drastically that needs to change, or that I know a golfer's injured or what have you, I hate giving juice in a head-to-head because there's just so much that can happen. So I'm going to skip the head-to-heads this week, no bets, but plenty of 3-balls out there. That's where I'm going to try and get it. Last week I went 2 and 3, not bad, but I hit Chappell plus 250 and Van Rooyen plus 110, so not bad. Again, plus 250 for Chappell doesn't quite pay for the other ones, but still a pretty good payout. When you add in the Van Rooyen, I just break even for the week. So moving on to the bets this week. Sean Norris, a guy that has really just jumped out of nowhere this year and has played some incredibly good golf. He's plus 245 versus Jazz Janawatanan and Lucas Glover, who are both played okay, pretty good. But plus 245 seems like a very large number. Corey Connors is plus 220. He had a good week last week ball striking, while Matt Kuchar really relied on his putter. So I'm hoping that maybe some of the putting prowess of Kuchar will go over to Connors. And we know that Connors' game, ball striking is probably better than Kuchar's. And then there's Cam Smith, who is really out of form since his win. So I like Corey Connors plus 220. Tommy Fleetwood plus 215. He's playing against Rory McIlroy and Gary Woodland. So this is one that I found really tough, but Tommy Fleetwood is a strong starter, kind of tails on the weekend. Rory hasn't been known to get off the extremely good starts. Normally makes his comebacks on Friday, Saturday, and then fails on Sunday sometimes. Sometimes he wins. At least he's getting there on Sunday. So I like Tommy Fleetwood on plus money in round one. Not for the tournament, but for this one. Gary Woodland also not playing great right now. He's plus 340. So if you really want to bet against Rory, you can go on each of those and still get a payout if you do win. All right, here's the last one. Zach Murray, plus 400. So he's going up against Colin Morikawa. That's really the head-to-head that I see as the big one. And plus 400 against Colin Morikawa. Zach Murray, I mean, you got to take that. He's playing in good form. So as long, I really hate to bet against my guy Morikawa, but Lucas Herbert has had a very nice run. But again, plus 400 for this. Seems excessive. Morikawa was minus money, so I didn't want to go there. Just seeing value. John Rahm is plus 105 versus Adam Scott coming off a win. I think there should be a little bit of a letdown this week from him. And then Carlos Ortiz is the other guy in that lineup. I'll take John Rahm plus money against Carlos Ortiz every single time. Last one is Sebastian Munoz, plus 255 versus Matthias Schwab and Brandt Snedeker. And I'm a big fan of Matthias Schwab, but I'll take Munoz plus 255 versus Matthias Schwab every time. And I don't think this course is great for Brandt Snedeker, and he's kind of tailed off a little bit recently. So I like Sebastian Munoz plus 255. Okay, Tommy Fleetwood, 9,100 in the round one showdown focus, taking the one of the guys from the bets. And then Zach Murray, who I've talked about a couple of times already, 6,100. You can almost guarantee he's going to shoot about 8 over tomorrow on Thursday, since I've talked about him 3 times now in the past 5 minutes. So definitely take a look at that and just be cognizant that, of course, I'm bringing him up a couple of times, so it's likely now he doesn't have a good round. So until next time, everybody, of course, Ben and I will be on the airwaves tonight with the Live Before Lock show sponsored by Superdraft. Ben and I have a lot of fun with that show. That is at 8:30 on our YouTube channel. Of course, we have a bunch of other content as well. Go to awesemo.com/PGA to see that. And until next time, everybody, I really appreciate you joining, and good luck this week, and we'll see you on the other side. Cheers.